and center in building family, whatever that family may, whatever the makeup might be, in building relationships, in building community, in living life in a respectful way, being humble, sacrificing. Jesus showed us a God who doesn't punish. Jesus showed us a God who doesn't play favorites. Yes, there are accidents in life. There are aspects of life that we cannot control. There are natural disasters. There's human error. Do you think that God caused that French plane that was flying from Brazil to France to crash into sea and kill all 200 people? I can't believe that that's the kind of God that we worship. Now, there are lots of incidents in life that we cause by disrespecting the path that God put in front of us. For instance, did God cause the financial crisis that we find ourselves in at the moment? Was this God's way of punishing us because we did something wrong? I don't believe so. The other night, in watching on PBS the program Frontline, it was clear, very clear, that the cause of the present crisis was greed. From the top down. From those who were making loans and making money, but also those of us who were using credit cards way too much. And I plead guilty. We human beings have brains, the ability and the capacity to prevent what happened. But what happens with us so often is that we allow the weaker part of ourselves to take control. Many were willing to get ahead at somebody else's expense. No, God didn't cause it directly, but God has given us the capacity to learn from it and maybe not to make the same mistake again. You see, the man that I mentioned in the beginning who fell into the ravine and broke his leg, that was an accident. And accidents happen. The kids who killed the girl's mother were obviously angry people. People who were out of control. People who were lacking a healthy, positive family experience. And some people who are suffering from cancer are cured. Others are not. And we're not always sure why. I can remember as a young boy, in the church where I was raised, the most popular Sunday school teacher had cancer and died. And nobody could ever explain to me, why would God take this good person? Why wouldn't God let this person live? And there were some other people in that congregation that none of the kids liked at all. But they survived. So it's hard to make sense out of those things. I thank God, and I think it was a gift. I thank God that I was born in this country with all the freedoms, with all the opportunities, with the safety and privileges. But I don't believe that God intentionally placed me here, and that God intentionally placed somebody in Darfur or in Somalia or wherever else. What we can expect from God and what God promises, in my mind, is not related to the physical aspects of life, whether it be health, disease, accidents, or where we live. God does promise that if we follow the path that God has laid down, that we find in this person of Jesus, contented, satisfying, gratifying, and that our relationships are loving. Jesus brought to us a personal God. And when you think about it,